Welcome, your boy Geek Ghost Gamer Top on the microphone. Hello, and my friends, welcome. So we already know that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 is about to be released on July the 11th of 2025, and will kind of remaster how the original Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 separately kind of worked. So we all know that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 worked and it was received well because of one thing. It seems like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 of the second half of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 might have a very slight challenging problem, and we're about to investigate and dissect why. So Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 is the latest Tony Hawk Pro Skater game to be released by Activision, and it's gonna be in the home consoles of PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox Series XS. But we're about to dissect a very important feature in the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater legacy. So most of you guys might know that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 had a very interesting feature, and in this one it's a little too much to actually consume or take in. So what are the major changes that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 will include that its original Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 had? Well, to be fair, and for one thing, is that the career mode has been changed for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 and how the game itself will feel. Why I say that? Because, well, Kotaku.com has actually released a press statement on how Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 have in the remake of 3 and 4 will look like. So yes, the headline reads as such. So, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 is making a big change to how THPS 4 will work. Yeah, this was released like yesterday, and a lot of fans are not taking this lightly or in a very positive note. We start. So, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 was officially announced earlier this week, and while it looks like to be a great remake of some popular PS2 era skateboarding games, one big change involving time challenges in THPS 4 might be a deal breaker for some players. Yeah, so we already know one thing about that, is that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 in the latter half of THPS 3 and 4, yeah, it's gonna make a very big drastic change. Yes, we go. So after some teasers and rumors, THPS 3 and 4 was announced on March 4th. The game, like its 2020 THPS 1 and 2, is a full remake of the two past games from the Tony Hawk franchise, specifically 3 and 4. The new remake is being developed by Iron Galaxy, yes, and is set to be launched in July. Whilst it will feature the old maps, songs, skaters, tracks fans remember from the classic game, there will be one big change involved in the THPS 4 career mode is the one thing. So yes, the career mode is the one other thing that THPS 4 in the half of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 will not have a career mode, guys. Yes, so that's the one thing that the second half of the remake 3 and 4 of THPS won't have. So yes, no career mode for all of us. Bummer. So yeah, so it goes again. Kotaku was able to confirm with Activision, yes, those guys, that THPS 3 and 4 will not include the original career modes seen in the OG version of THPS 4 on the PS2. Yes, For most of you guys that remember that THPS 4 was on the PS2, yes, it had a career mode. This one won't have. What a bummer. Again. Instead, like in the first 3 games, each THPS 4 level will feature a list of challenges to complete in a 2-minute run. Okay, so let's break that down. So Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 and the THPS 3 and 4 remake won't have a career mode, number 1. Number 2, the challenges or some of the courses that the game will have, yes, you will have to complete all of them in a 2-minute run. So THPS 4, if most of y'all remember, did not have a 2-minute run. It gave you the luxury of having to explore all of its maps and challenges freely as the game would allow you to. Now unfortunately, this one won't give you that luxury that you'll have to complete all of these courses the way you want to. Yes, in 2 minutes, you will have to complete all of those maps and all of those courses and objectives. So you won't have the time to at least find, say, oh, I don't know, the game's objective of getting a whole lot of cash. So yeah, so I don't know, am I supposed to be happy about this? I don't know. We will have to see how the game actually does this. But it's a blemish, a dent, something like that in the game's foreseeable release on July the 11th. Is it a lie? Or it's just Activision just trying to maim the fans and all of that into believing that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 and the half of THPS 3 and 4 will have a career mode and will give them the chance to actually go through the courses as willy-nilly as possible and do a whole lot of kick flips, front nollies, ollies, you know, nose slides, grind slides, and all of that. I should be happy about this, at least in some case, that THPS 3 will give us the litany of doing a free course run. But in THPS 4, of the half of THPS 3 and 4 will not give us a career mode and won't give us the chance to go all willy-nilly and stuff. Yeah, I don't know if this was an analysis in a way, but it was my take of the analysis. Thoughts, as per usual, this is the time for your thoughts before I close the video, is that how do you react in the light of these changes that Activision and Iron Galaxy has done to their IP, removing the original THPS 4 career mode and the willy-nilly to go through the courses and objectives as much as you can, but limiting you to a 2-minute run. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Follow me on my socials. You'll see them on the graphic below. Subscribe to my channel and click on your notification bell wherever you see it on the video. And let me know, guys, do you think that this is a yay or a let me know, guys. Yeah, unfortunate news, that's how the game will actually go. We might not be too sure, but we will see. Anyway, guys, I've been your boy Geek Goes Gamer Top on the microphone. Make sure you give my channel some love. I'd really appreciate that. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Away.